Last May, me and my family went out for a very long ride. We went to the Mt Lugsangan market in Dalaguete from our place in Labangon. Then we proceeded to Osmeña Peak. Once we were done with the Osmeña Peak, we realized that we still have plenty of daylight left. So we started looking for a mini adventure. We met a very nice young man who told us that we could drive to Alegria, that's the western seaboard of Cebu, via Barangay Tabon, along the road that splits the two market buildings. Well, it turned out to be a fantastic adventure, and we got home very late in the afternoon, tired but happy, except me. I was happy, but I was excited because I was already thinking of doing the route on my road bike.
Last time I was losing giving and first 3 kilometers are steep. So, good. Okay.
This time is about 12 kilometers long, starting from Poblacion Dalaguete to the Mt Lugsangan market.
Init pa kayo, and the route is unrelenting. So yung patag gamay ay ganay kay landong nirbita basta sayo landong kay mo ni part nga dami gini undang naman tuduli. Doon na lang. So 8 k's to go pa. The time before.
I thought it was going to rain today, so my bike was equipped with fenders just in case, and I don't want to get my behind wet. So from this point, you can really appreciate the beauty of nature. This place is called Barangay Ubo, but I think it should be changed to Barangay Kanding.
Doing a park, no, no, siya.
The Mt Lugsangan art tells you that you're entering the place. The Mt Lugsangan market is a vibrant place. I've never seen so much vegetables in one place than this. I just remember this road and where it's going to. The market on the right hosts retail products, the one on the left for wholesale. The vegetables are sold in Cebu and in the neighboring provinces. This road will take us to 3 places. The starting point of the Osmeña Peak Trail, Patim's Bistro, and the Trail to Nowhere. This is my second time here, but I'm not very good with landmarks, so I had to ask a local guide. So if you're planning for a mountain weekend getaway, then 150 Peakway would be one option. I saw interior pictures of this place and it looks cozy and nice. I don't know what the name of these plants are, but they're plentiful in areas of high elevation. Now, the hills in these parts are short but very steep. This ramp here is about 15% and it's not getting any easier. The road towards the right goes directly to the foot of the Osmeña Peak, It is the starting point for the hike towards the top. I made a quick stop just to enjoy the view.
Ano yung starting point sa hike sa Osmeña Peak? Ito daw. Mabaw pag ito. Lugsangan Peak.
So instead of going back down, I'm going higher and higher towards 1,000 meters in altitude. We're headed towards Patim's Bistro. It is the highest coffee shop in Cebu, around 1,000 meters in altitude. If you can see that man-made ridge behind the two pine trees, that's where we are going. And that's the highest point of this ride. Going back to Osmeña Peak, I googled its history, but I couldn't find it. I wanted to know who discovered the trail, who helped develop the road, who maintains the place, etc. I'm sure it is out there, the information is out there somewhere, but the history should be available prominently because some people, some tourists would like that. After 80 kilometers of flat roads, 12 kilometers of going up, this point will really challenge you. The climb here is not about strength or your stamina anymore, but this is more about the mental aspect of riding. Not to give up, not to fall over.
Woo! Oh yeah.
You know you're in deep trouble and in oxygen debt when you start talking to a cow.
May kapoy? Ha?
The cow looked confused, as if saying, "What are you doing here, human?"
Ripples. Ripple you. Very nice.
Finally, it's the end of the road, literally, because Patim's Bistro is right at the dead end of this road. Patim's Bistro is very proud to tell you that they serve the best pure foods corned beef and the best spam around. It's almost 12 noon and time for me to head for home. That's about 157 kilometers, 26 of which is mostly downhill, I hope, to Alegria. Then I turn right and head towards Barile. I know what to expect from the route, but what I don't know is how the environment around will be. I just want to go home before it gets dark.
Barangay Tabon.
The road connecting Mt Lugsangan Market to Alegria is paved, but it has seen better days. It is also narrow, just allows two vehicles to squeeze past each other. It's either up or down, and very few flats in between. Despite the difficulty of the route, the vista is simply breathtaking. At this altitude, it's like riding an airplane without the airplane. You're like cycling through the clouds. Roadworks are ongoing, and maybe in a few months, the whole stretch will be paved, and it should make for exciting riding. There is a very long descent on rough pavement. The good thing was that it was covered by a thick canopy of trees, making the downhill cool. This place gives you goosebumps, since there are no houses, no people, no animals, except on the part where it ends, where there is a gentle stream and lots of parked cars and people. This means that there must be a tourist attraction somewhere. So after this series of up and downs, I came upon another road under construction.
Ay. Ada na. Kilometer 115. Yun lang.
From the roadwork, the road turned flat. It had a deep ravine on the left, and the road is carved from the mountain on the right. Obviously, the laid asphalt on this part is very thin. That's why it's starting to break up. But I was not complaining. These blind corners really concern me a lot, because you will never know what kind of driver you will see around the bend.
Left side. Pakpak. Yan yun. Hindi ka magbantay.
There were too many corners to get momentum on this part of the route. You have to take it easy. I was just following this couple on a motorbike with their little kid in between them. Then suddenly, just a gentle reminder, do not just throw your trash anywhere. Remember, this is 2021. You can keep your trash with you until you can find a proper place to dispose it. I was a little upset by what they did, and I decided to make a pass. It was a wrong decision. It was a wrong decision that could have resulted in a serious consequence. In spite of that warning, I still wanted to make a pass. overtake them for 3 or 4 times, I finally was able to do so. But it was not something I was very proud of. And that's because I was putting myself and the driver of the oncoming vehicle in harm's way. So boys, don't do this. I promise to myself I will never do this again. Always keep your ego in check. This is a learning moment for me, and I hope a learning moment for you also. Not to do this move, especially when you are out riding alone. Because if you have an accident, nobody will be there to pick you up. Me, I plan to ride my bike for a long time, and this is not the best way to do it. Finally, at 1:30 p.m., after 90 minutes of riding this familiar but not so familiar road, I finally reached the highway. This is called the Santander Barili Highway. I'm on my way home, finally. Thanks for watching.